polyester fiber fill after that, and then they'll pose. You don't have to do that, but it's just a nice added touch. Now, another thing that we're going to do is show you where to pin them. I don't have any hands on these, but also if you want an elbow, so stitch an elbow right across the middle. That's why you've got bendable arms, so that we can use the hand more easily. I'm going to show you now about the legs. And again, I have a free pattern that if you will send me a double stamped business size self-addressed envelope, ask for the free patterns for the poly foam cloth puppets, and I will send them to you. Now, the pattern is just like, these are the large size legs, and these are the small size legs. Now, I'm going to put the small size legs on the pattern for you, and you enlarge it on a copy machine if you want them bigger. And there's a little piece on a little sole on the bottom, and that is very self-explanatory. And then you just stuff it. Now you can put knees in too if you want to decide where the knee is going to be. You stuff it to here, and then you put it on your machine, sew it right across, and then you'll have a joint, just like I have a jointed elbow. Do the same thing on the elbows, or on the knees, or on the elbows, and then stuff it the rest of the way. Now, where do we put that? Well, can you tell me which, tell the teacher, which would we use, the long legs, or the short legs? I think we'll use the long legs. And you could sew them if you're going to sell it, but I safety pin. See how nicely this is sewn right here for the ones that are commercial, be able to be commercial, is right there, safety pin. And you can sometimes even leave a little cloth. Experiment to see when it sits on your knee, or, now of course if it's a puppet it's not going to have legs, but it could. Some puppets have legs, especially like in my puppet theater where they can sit up higher. Well, with Dorothy then, this dress is, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a maternity dress, because Dorothy is my overweight puppet, and we talk about being overweight. And so I put this maternity, or a large, it's a dress that would fit me, on her. And in the back, all the puppets have there, just a little slit in the back, so that the hole in the back, you can stick your hand right through there and into the head. Like that. Sometimes you have to put some more safety pins here. Okay? And then I safety pin her legs to the bottom. I put some nylons on her, pantyhose, and then I attach some patent leather shoes with a T-pin in the back to hold them on. Now, we did the same thing with her husband and the children, although there were smaller cylinders of foam for the bodies of the children. So let's meet them right now, all right? Say goodbye. So long. Meet Donnelly Dewey, the father of this family.
Hello. I noticed that when you were talking to my wife Dorothy that you didn't mention where you could get the foam.
Oh, the foam. Well, for sure you can get it at Penny's. You can get the 2-inch kind at Penny's, and you can get the 1-inch kind and the 2-inch kind at Sears.
Thank you.
You can look in bedding stores where they have the thick foam. You have to buy quite a bit of it. And as I said, look in craft stores.
Thank you.
Well, Donnelly has the same thing. The puppet came just like his wife did. I put the glasses on him and slipped the back, and again pinned it over the cylinder of the body, put a little bit of padding in his chest, and I put some shoulder muscles, foam rubber. I've safety pinned a big glob right here, foam rubber. It's a turned over piece, an inch wide, to make him some shoulders. The same thing on the other side. I've got his hand safety pinned in his pocket, kind of natural. See a little wedding ring I found in a child's store, so it looked like he was married. And this is, all of these clothes are from a used clothing store. Almost everything I get comes from used clothing. And if you were going to sell them, you'd have to have new things. See, these trousers, I don't even think I had to shorten them. Actually, what I do is I buy the clothing and then I make puppets to fit the clothing. He has little leather shoes on and gray socks to match his trousers and a white shirt underneath. Again, I safety pinned right here. You can feel there's a little bit of gap here so that when he goes to sit down, his legs will come out a little bit. But there's safety pin right on the front of the foam cylinder. He can stand up. We can stand up and talk. He's a little bit shorter than I am, but you can see that he can stand up. Okay? Well, he's got 2 twin daughters named Sandy and Sammy. Now, I did buy these dresses new because it's hard to find twin dresses in a resale shop. So this is Sandy. Now, this is a smaller cylinder that she has. And this pretty little dress. It's just a tiny, just to cut the cylinder shorter. Their heads, mostly it's 23 inches around here, but the cylinder is just cut shorter, not 23. I make the cylinders 23 by 23, then I put it on the puppet. I kind of measure where she would sit, see? And then I pin them on the cylinder if they have to be cut off or if they have to be added on, and put a little bit longer. Now, these particular legs came, the address that I'm going to send you when you write, if you write about this, they have legs. And again, they're really expensive. This puppet, just the head costs over $100, so be prepared that, and it makes it more valuable when you do the crafts on how to make puppets like I've shown you in some of the other shows. She's got little socks on and a little pair of patent leather shoes and some little underpants. Now, her sister is our tomboy. This is Sammy. Her name's Samantha, but she wants to be a tomboy. And I got a Band-Aid on her face. I took the eyelashes off right away, messed her hair up, pinned back her ponytails, and the eyelashes took off her soft